I figured I'd do is I'll go through and see what some of the top Googled medical questions are and see if I can answer them for you. So the top one is, what time is it? Seriously? What time is it? It's time to look at the bottom right-hand corner of your, if you're Googling this, you're at a computer or a phone, you got the time on there. Last time I checked, but that's not a medical question. Let's keep working our way down there. The next top Googled medical question is how to get pregnant. I'm not gonna even touch that one. How many ounces in a pound? I guess it's not really medical, it could be. Of course, if you're old enough to drink beer, then 16 ounces is a pint. You always know that that's a pound. My dad taught me that. It's totally old school, but you'll never forget that. How many feet a mile? 5,486, maybe? Am I close to that? I don't know. 500, it's like 5,480 or something like that. 6,000 feet in a nautical mile. That's what, it's a little bit easier. So, still not finding any medical questions. So this might be a completely failed experiment here. How to lose belly fat? You can't target fat loss. You gotta just lose it all over head to toe. And there's certain areas that will actually give up fat quicker than other areas. Men store fat around their gut because it's easily burned. It's burned very quickly. Hunter-gatherer days, men would eat a big meal and then head out for the hunt. And so they would have a little bit of fat around their belly, and it was good instant energy. So they'd be like, being able to chase down that deer. Women, on the other hand, tend to store it on their hips. It's also burned a lot slower when you're talking about the hips and the breasts, and that is because they were in fact feeding the babies and whatnot. So that fat is actually a little harder to burn, a little slower to burn. I hope that made sense. How to boil eggs? Seriously? How old am I? Really? That's number 41. Technically that's a medical question. I'm going to give you, this is a very difficult medical equation that we use for age. You take your birthday and then you count how many years to the present date. How to have sex is one of the top, that's in the top 50. That's medical. I guess you could call it medical related. Again, I'm not really going to get into too much detail on that. How to write a check? I got the answer for you. Get a time machine and a quill and go back to a time when people actually wrote checks. Because if you're in line in front of me with a checkbook out, I'm probably swearing under my breath. I most likely am swearing under. Actually, I could be swearing out loud. Depends on the day. Still looking for some medical ones. Still looking for some medical ones. How much should I weigh? There we go. There's a medical question. I guess you should aim for your BMI. That's going to give you the average. And the BMI is body mass index. You want to have it below 24.9. That's in the normal weight range. Anything over 25 is overweight. Everything over 30 plus is obese. And then when you start getting over 40, you get morbid obesity. So I hope that answers the question. How much should I weigh? The answer is, I don't know. Talk with your doctor. He will find out. So that's it for answering Google medical question. Hopefully, you know what? Next time I'm going to research this a little bit, try to pick out the top Google medical questions, because these are really hard to find. And there's some random things in here. How did Bruce Lee die? From being freaking so awesome. Bruce Lee died. This is a fact. He was too awesome for this earth, and he imploded and created a super nebula, and now if you look up into the north sky, you can see the star that was once Bruce Lee and is now burning in eternity.